So Angie and I were at our favorite gastropub bar restaurant thing. They have fantastic sandwiches there, and there's kind of a commotion going on in the bar area, and it was just kind of weird because people were like, whispering to each other and kind of pointing down to the end of the bar, and I could see even the bartender was really like nervously agitated kind of thing. It was just strange. And so when the waiter came over, I asked, so what's going on? He said, oh, see that guy at the end of the bar? He has the two beers in front of him. I said, yeah, that is kind of weird. He said, no, that's not it. Usually he has three. I said, three. He said, yeah, he and his brothers live far apart from each other, and they made a pact a long time ago that whenever they went out, they would act as if they were drinking all together. I said, oh, that's really sweet. Oh, there's only two. We said, exactly. We were afraid something happened to one of the brothers. I said, well, I'll be praying for him. That's really concerning. I could see the bartender, who apparently knew this guy better, just couldn't stand it anymore, and went down to the end of the bar and said, John, like, you only ordered two beers. Are your brothers okay? I said, oh, they're fine. No, they're fine. And he said, well, you only ordered two beers. Why? I said, oh, my wife made me give up drinking for Lent. Okay, it's an old one. And just so you know, I have discovered the secret to making short videos. You hold the phone up because your arm can only handle so much. If I use a tripod, I just end up rambling. But I just wanted to say this. It was at this time of the year. It was the end of March into April of 2012 when I was beginning chemotherapy. And I'm noticing people's reactions to all this stuff, and it's very similar. I felt trapped. It was a beautiful spring, early spring. It was warm and gorgeous, and I couldn't go outside. Sitting on the hospital bed, hooked up to the pump for the first time, and it was this moment of just going from frustration to panic to this depression kind of thing. And I see people kind of battling that stuff now. It's hard when, your choices are taken away from you. It's really hard. And then you start going to these places of, calculating and obsessing over what you can't do and what you're going to have to do later and all this kind of thing. And I just want to give you this, I remember sitting there and having the Daniel verse go through my head, Daniel 7:20 something, where it says that the enemy is out to make you exhausted, to weary those who love God. And he's trying to find ways to tire you out and exhaust your heart and your soul. And God's doing the opposite. And I remember sitting there on the bed, and there was this overwhelming peace that came to me. But I know it's weird, but it wasn't like in me. It was like on me. It was like I had a choice. I knew God was there. I mean, like, really there. I could feel his peace and love and grace for all this, but it wasn't like it was coming out of me, like it was part of me. It was just there as a choice. And I said, God, I need that because I'm not going to make it otherwise. And all I could say was like it became my reset, my new reset. Instead of going to a place of despair or this fear of what might happen, I kind of grew up like that. Now my reset is when I don't know anything else, I know he loves me, and I can start over from there. I know he loves me, and I can start over from there. So no matter what's going on, or who's wearing masks, and who's doing what, and who says what, and who does this, let your reset be who he says you are. Let your reset be how much he loves you. Let your reset be all he says about this. And you'll have an amazing, amazing day. Amen.